on a new adventure.
Hello and welcome everybody back to the channel, guys. So today, guys, we're going to jump in here and we're going to continue our quarterback breakdown series that we've kind of started doing. Last week we did a Bo Nix breakdown of Bo Nix versus the Seattle Seahawks. We just kind of talked about the game, broke down just kind of my thoughts on what happened and what I was seeing versus what he was seeing, and just things overall in general of how the Broncos played. So we're going to continue with Bo Nix. Obviously, I'm a Broncos fan. You can kind of see behind me right here. Sorry, it's kind of tough to see, but right here, I've got my Broncos blanket laid out on my couch there. So I'm a huge Broncos guy. I've got much more decor, but it's in my gym room over there. So, but that's why I chose to do the Broncos. I will probably also do a Caleb Williams one today. And then maybe we'll just kind of keep going. Depends on if this picks up traction or if you guys enjoy doing these. Because if nobody enjoys doing them, I might just stick to just Bo Nix one, because I do enjoy breaking down football because I love football, man. It's my passion. Those of you guys who have not seen before, I do play football. I play semi-pro. I have played quarterback, probably for 4 seasons. I was a first-team All-Pro for 2 of those seasons. I led the league in pass yards both seasons, and then I led the league in pass yards and touchdowns in one of those seasons. So I do know a fair amount about football, and I still play the game right now. I did tear my ACL, so I have not played quarterback for the last 2 years. I have been playing safety for the last 2 years. So just a little history on me and, you know, my background with football, but I have been playing football for a long time. I actually currently this year started coaching grade kids, so that's been super exciting. I never thought that I would be coaching grade kid. You know, I did always want to coach when I got older, but I always thought I would either coach semi-pro or I would coach, you know, middle school, high school, and try to move up from there. But I have actually enjoyed coaching grade kid. I found that, you know, it is really exciting, and to teach the kids the fundamentals and the basics of football and really like instill the love of the game from that young age, you know, and trying to do that. And it's been fun. So I've enjoyed so far all the coaching experience that I've gained from that, and I hope to only continue that. So, but anyways, enough about me. Like I said, I just want to give you some background on me and my knowledge of football. But like I said, we're going to break down the Broncos versus the Steelers. I did not watch this game yesterday. I know the end result because I was keeping track of the score. Unfortunately, I'm not willing to pay for NFL Sunday ticket. It's outrageously expensive. I think it's ridiculous the way that the whole system works. So I usually just watch the Broncos on local TV because I am near that area. So the Denver Broncos are usually my team that's played on local TV and whatnot. So, but yesterday they were not, so I did not get to watch the game. I just basically had to watch it through the little score tracker thing as I watched the Chiefs and the Bengals. So, but we're gonna break this down and actually watch the film. Like I said, first time I'm actually seeing the film itself. So, let's get into this thing. I've done enough with the introduction, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing. If you like what you see, guys, please go ahead and drop a like on the video, sub to the channel, guys, and let me know in the comments if you guys like this stuff. And if you do, if there's a specific quarterback you want me to break down or look at game film of and just give you my thoughts, let me know down below in the comments. All right? All right, let's get into this thing, man. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Denver Broncos, Week 2 game highlights. Let's get it.
Second offensive possession for the Broncos. They begin at their own 15-yard line. Nick's going to go from the gun on 1st and 10. Sean Payton going
nice little dump off
over the middle, and he completes.
I like that.
So that's a lot.
That's what I need to see more of Bo Nix. Is I need to see him do more of that. Like that's what he did in college, right? And that's what he needs to do now. That's what he did in the preseason. Is he took what the defense gave him and he allowed that to open up the passing game for him, where he could dump the ball out. So
to put on a quarterback making his first start.
On 3rd and 2, Nix climbs the pocket, and he's going down.
I'm not sure what happened here. It doesn't even look like he really got hit. It looks like he just actually falls forward. Let's go back and let's look at this for a minute. It kind of looks like he just falls.
A quarterback making his first start.
On 3rd and...
Okay, so you see here, he sees this, and it looks like he kind of just takes...
To Nix.
Yeah, so he just takes and drops. I think that he felt like he was going to get sacked regardless. I think he has more escapability. I don't know that he would have been able to pull out of that one, but I mean, I would love to see him fight more, you know, like don't just give up, especially on a 3rd and 2. Like, you know, sometimes you got to put your body on the line for your team, and 3rd and 2 is one of those times. If it was like 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, like something like that, okay, I can understand it, right? But I mean, this early in the game, you got to set the tone for your team, right? The team is looking at you.
Climbs the pocket, and he's going down. Alex Highsmith coming around the corner. They pick up the blitz over the middle. He gets it to George Pickens. The electrifying target.
I always felt bad for George
Jay
Pickens, man. He's a hell of a receiver. Just never had a great
on the coverage.
So this one looks like a zero blitz right here. Yep, zero blitz, man across.
Here they come. Cooper coming with some heat. Fields, the escape artist, and Fields making it happen.
That's just Justin Fields, an athlete, man. If you're going to rush those, you got to cover the edges.
1st and 10 as they now are in the red zone. Fields rolls out, throws across his body. It's caught. That's the tight end Pat Freiermuth. That newly
Justin
minted
Fields, man, he's
contract
just an athlete.
extension and just a
On defense,
marvelous
you got to
play
keep
by
him contained.
Fields.
You want him to stay in that pocket.
See what
He's
happened.
uncomfortable
Freiermuth
there.
did. It was a red zone target his first season in the league. Can he get back to that for Pittsburgh here? Fields buried.
Beautiful.
Jonah Ellis coming from the blind side. 3rd and goal. Fields to the end zone. It's
Just
caught.
an amazing back shoulder play right there. I'm pretty sure Washington isn't. He's like, I feel like he's like, what, 6'4", 6'3"?
And Pittsburgh with its first touchdown of the season. Final 35 seconds of the quarter. Knicks over the middle.
Again,
Complete.
great pass. Took what the defense gave him. Looked beautiful,
gets
man.
The Broncos their
I just want to see more of that from him. You know,
quarter.
and we need to have play designs that are more
that
like
they
that.
are attempting to throw the ball down the field.
Getting 11 personnel. We
Loosen
got
them up a
trips.
little bit on 3rd and 6. Boy, tight window pass. It's incomplete.
Tough right there.
Play action from Fields goes to the check. It's Warren out of the backfield.
See, we need to have easy plays like that designed for Bo Nix so he can just get the ball out there and let these guys make plays.
Here they come. Fields protected near side. It's caught. Pickens. 1st down, Pittsburgh. See what the Steelers have done on 3rd down.
I mean, just
Tough
look
one
at the
here.
time
3rd
he's
and
got back
23 with Freiermuth over the middle. So they're going to be well short of the 1st down as Freiermuth
Yes, I'm
makes
aware
the
it's
catch.
3rd down and long, so
the
naturally
day.
the defense is going to play like
I know,
that.
I know,
deep
I know
zone.
better than that. Yeah.
Keep the ball underneath, make a tackle underneath.
Back to the ground game. 1st down and more for Denver.
Yeah. Beautiful
That's
run
Tyler
right there.
Beatty. Just called up
I
from their
don't think
practice
that-
squad, so he gets some run early
I was going
in
to say,
this
I don't
game.
think I am aware of Tyler Beatty. I don't think I've ever seen him ever. So, obviously a new running back. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if we had an injury, someone went down, or what happened that he got called up.
And it's a pickup of 16. Can he get them onto the scoreboard here? 5 and change left. Knicks.
Beautiful
gonna
run
for
right
it.
there,
1st
dude.
down and more. Slides down close to the Pittsburgh.
That's what you want to see, man.
40.
He is
It's a
so much
pickup
more
of
athletic than people
13.
give him credit
Steelers
for.
coming
Like,
with a different
let him make
defensive
plays like that
alignment.
with his legs.
But you better believe there will be eyes on the quarterback.
McLaughlin, top of your
You got
picture.
that.
Knicks
Oh.
hard fake twice, and they get him. What?
We got to go back and
eyes
watch what
on-
happens here. Because what I'm seeing right here, let me see if I can scoot it back to the start. Right? So you're playing everyone's right at the line, right here, the line to gain, right? You're at the 1st down, and he's basically what? Sitting, right? He is almost reading the quarterback, but they're making it look like man, but I don't think that they're actually running a straight man. This looks like it's more of a zone right here. I think it's more like a cover 3 because you almost see him drop, but they're sitting at the sticks.
But you better believe there will be eyes on the quarterback.
McLaughlin.
See, you can see that immediately. Like, so he is jumping that. That's open for a second, but it's got to be quick. Like, it's got to be like, that's a timing pass right there. You have to let that thing rip because he closes that window
40.
quick.
It's a pickup of 13.
We're going to go back. We're going to check
Steelers
that one
coming
one
with
more
a
time.
different defensive alignment.
So what I'm seeing, if I'm the quarterback, right, like if it was man-to-man, I can't tell if they are running man or a zone. It looks like a zone to me because it looks like he drops, right, and he kind of sits the middle. But the first thing I'm seeing is, right, I'm looking and it's either got to be a man-to-man 100%, right, because they've got right here, they've got 5 on the line. So if it is man-to-man, I'm looking, if I know this guy's got a curl, I would prefer he takes that curl short, but he's going to sit there and try to prevent that from happening. But he sits in a good spot. He sits back here, and it's open for a split second.
But you better believe there will be eyes on the quarterback.
Right there.
McLaughlin, top
Let
of
it
your
off.
picture. Knicks hard.
And I think he hesitated because he saw the backer sit that, and I know that's a tough throw to make for him. but it looks like he pump fake because he wanted that throw, and then he just
twice, and
lost
they
his
get him.
footing.
What? Shoestring sack from the master himself.
Nix has gone down without really getting touched.
Got another
Continues
screenplay
to climb
called.
the charts
Nice little, okay.
over the middle. This is Marvin Mims
That looked
Jr.
like a
They've been
screen, but he actually
clamoring for
just
him
kind of runs basically
to
like
have
that.
a little bit
that
more of a role in this
flood
offense. He
route
picks
across
up
the middle
9,
right
but they're
there,
short
and
of
they
the
kind of
first
set that up
down.
on that side where he would have blockers.
But he sends his offense back onto the field, and here we go. Nix from the gun, sidearm delivery, batted down.
Oh.
Nearly picked by Queen.
I don't know that that's going to be
as
caught
Sean
anyways. He
Payton
had tight
rolls
coverage
the
in there.
dice.
Third and medium to third is short for much of this football game, and to me, that's an advantage for Justin Fields.
On 3rd and 4, they go outside the numbers. It is Austin. 10 seconds with 1 timeout left in their back pocket. 2nd and 13. Fields, quick delivery near side to Jefferson. Jefferson slipping some tackles, still going. And he is inside the 5. For again, Cam Johnston, who was lost.
They got
for the
an
season
amazing
last
break
week with
right
that knee
there.
injury.
The fact that they put 2 seconds back
Chip
on the
shot.
clock.
Field goal from
fact that there was still 1
Boswell
second.
is good.
So far, it looks like he's starting to understand and feel
I think
what
said
Arthur
total
Smith
yards
is trying to do on
62
offense.
for
And he
Denver.
continues to
And
play
we're at
efficiently.
halftime.
This is Freiermuth again.
That is
Here's
rough.
something we haven't seen a lot of in this game. Pittsburgh in a 3rd
Okay,
and
looks
10
like
situation
man-to-man by
for
Denver,
Denver.
right?
They've
Again,
got to have
blitz.
this down.
Yep.
On 3rd and 10, Fields again contacted just on the release,
overthrows.
looking in the direction of Pickens.
They've run basic coverages.
All right, so we got a 3rd and 1, play clock rolling down. I expect a handoff right up the middle.
And they've allowed their front to just try to get after
Yep.
Nix.
Williams is blown up.
He absolutely got blown up. So let's look and see what happened here, right?
Coverages, and they
So part of the problem is, right, you have him coming unblocked. We didn't pick up. That right there is something Bo Nix has got to pick up on, right? You got to call him as Mike, right? You got to call the Mike. 25's Mike, 25's Mike, right? And you got to let him know because that tells you that he's the most dangerous player on the field because he shot right through there untouched, and that's exactly why Javonte Williams
they've allowed their front to just try to get.
see, because Garrett Bowles steps out, right? If you call him hot, then I would assume your blocking scheme goes to there, or you have Josh pick him up, right?
They've run basic
here.
coverages.
And if you call him as a hot, that tells Garrett Bowles or him that he's got to be picked up. So, you know, either, like I said, Josh Reynolds would pick that up, or Garrett would sit, and Josh could either crash down or he could come out and block there.
And they've allowed their front to just try to get after Nix.
Unblocked.
Williams is blown up. Magnificent defense.
And again,
from
that's something
Elliott.
Bo Nix has to learn. He's got to
Coming
see
in
those
from the
things, and he's got to be able
inside,
to call
and he
them
has
out.
to throw it away.
I understand the
3rd
play
and
clock
7,
was
they need
against
one
him.
here. They
Oh,
find
beautiful
something.
throw.
Multiple flags fly. It's a 1st down connection. Longest pass play of the day. Direct snap here and some trickery.
Okay.
Nix taking
Step
a
up and throw.
shot.
Josh
Deep
is
down
open.
the field. It is caught.
Nice.
Reynolds.
I will say that was a beautiful play right there, man. It's unfortunate we are going to trick plays in order to pick up
This was one of the
anything.
worst red zone offenses last season for Denver. On 2nd and goal,
Got tight
Nix
end right there.
protected to the back of the end
Oh,
zone.
boy.
Picked off.
Oh, man. Let's go back and take a look at this.
You know, this was one of the worst red zone offenses last season for Denver.
Right, so he gets the snap, right? I'm calling tight end here because he comes right here and he's underneath and he's open for a second. You just got to put that thing in there. I understand, but it's 2nd and goal. Like, you know, get the yards you can get, especially
On
like
2nd
at
and
this
goal,
point
Nick.
when nobody's open. You're looking and no one's open. The guy gets in his face and he's throwing off his back foot, which is definitely a no-no down here in the red zone. You're relying purely on your arm strength to put that ball in a perfect spot. And I don't think he even sees the guy back here who's just waiting for him to throw that. That's why I would either boom, boom. You got these 2 curls underneath. Take what the defense gives you. Pick up the easy, 3 to 4 yards and live to fight another day. You're at 3rd and goal at the 2 at the worst case scenario,
Nix protected to the back of the end zone.
boy.
Picked off. Intercepted. And it's Trice.
That's rough, man.
Gets his
That
first
kills
pick
us.
to get the football back to Fields in the offense. Up 10-0, 6 and change left in the 3rd quarter. Fields puts his back into it. Near side for Pickens. And this one is going to be a defensive
call that
pass
a
interference.
Defensive pass interference.
And boy, Pickens continues to get the best of him.
Yeah.
Defense, number 2. Ball he placed at the spot of the foul.
I do not
First
like
down,
that call.
For
I want to go back
Pickens.
and look at this.
First pick to get the football back to Fields in the offense. Up 10-0, 6 and change left in the third quarter. Fields puts his back into it. Near side for Pickens.
See, I hate that call. That is a terrible call in my opinion. Like, they both have their arms on each other, and then we're going to call that on defense. I'm 100% when I say this, guys. Playing DB nowadays is like got to be the hardest position on the field. DB and quarterback. 100%. Like, as a DB, you can't do anything nowadays. You can't do anything because the receiver can put his hands all over you. He can give you a little push off, and they don't call anything. Sorry, guys. That was just me. I was letting off a little steam right there because I used to play DB all the way up until I tore my ACL. I guess technically a safety is kind of a defensive back, but I used to play corner, and for the longest time, like you were allowed way back then to be a lot more aggressive, which I really relied on. I had a lot more upper body strength than a lot of the receivers I would play against, so I was able to get in there. I actually won Defensive Player of the Year as a corner my first year of semi-pro, so I was a pretty decent corner. But nowadays, man, I mean, it's so difficult to play that position.
And this one is going to be a
But long story short,
interference.
terrible call. Don't like that call at all.
And boy, Pickens got some jiggle. He's got some dance moves. Warren taking on tacklers.
I feel like our defense has actually done pretty decent.
Boswell,
I feel like the reason we're giving
made
so
field
much
goals from
yardage
50
is
plus
because the offense
since
has
the
done
start of
nothing.
the 21
man.
season.
I'd be interested to see
More
this,
than
the
any
time of
kicker in
possession
the league.
comparison
This
here.
one from 53. And Boswell's brilliance continues.
All right, let's go.
See the struggles Knicks had downfield last week in that game in Seattle.
There you
Knicks,
go, Bo.
everyone
Uses some
covered. He needs
athleticism.
11 here, and he's going to be brought down well short. What a play. Open field tackle by Beanie Bishop.
But you know what? I don't hate
Russell
the play.
Wilson
At least he took off and
Thought that this would be
tried
about
to
his
make
return
something
to
happen.
Denver, but still out with that calf, and Fields has been terrific. Handoff here to Harris. And this very close to another first down run for this Pittsburgh offense. Fields protected on 3rd and 12. Wobbling pass, batted down and incomplete. P.J. Locke got his hand on the football for
I was going
Denver.
to say, did somebody get their hand on that?
Well, that tricky play, that last possession to get them a chance into
That's a
gear, but the
screen
drive
pass
stalled
to
out. How does this one end? Williams
Oh,
on the catch and
Williams,
run.
come on, man. We got to stay up on that
They
one,
haven't
bro.
been sharp anytime they throw the ball over 10 yards in this game.
One score gets them
from
right back into it. Here's
Okay,
McLaughlin
there you go.
slipping the initial tackle.
That's what we need more of. We need more running, man.
play
We need to
by
be able to run the ball.
McLaughlin.
We have not been able to run for
Obviously dealing
nothing.
with some slickness on that ball, but he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt as Dulcich from this crowd. Try to get some of it back here with
Nice little
Williams
dump off, take what you can
inside
get.
the Pittsburgh 45.
what, 4th and
They
7,
needed the
4th and 6?
36. Knicks
Beautiful.
making
Oh,
a play wide open as Reynolds.
I love that. I love that. I was saying the only reason I said is because me personally, I was looking at this because if I have a curl there and he jumps that, I'm going to throw that 100% right up the seam. He is there, so he could potentially make a play on it. So I can understand, right? You don't want to take a risk, 4th down, get the first down, right? You're not worried about trying to score right now. I mean, you kind of are, but I personally, I'm a little bit more aggressive as a quarterback, so I immediately, if I see that right there, that is exactly who I'm eyeing in on. I am watching him, and if he jumps that curl, I am putting that right here. And the thing is if I put that inside right here, that makes it so tough for him because he's got to try to jump over the back of my receiver. You'll see what I'm saying here. Ready?
Yes.
Boom. He sits a curl. He jumps. He is going right there, dude. He is open. But like I said, I understand because Josh Reynolds wide open. He's at the first down marker. That makes perfect sense to me.
Making a play wide open is Reynolds. Boy, a rare defensive
He took the much
breakdown
safer
for the
play than I
Steelers.
would
They
have
pick
taken
up
myself.
22.
And he's got to get the ball out of his hands, but he cannot afford to have another catastrophic interception in this part of the field.
On 3rd and 6, Knicks' pass deflected, nearly intercepted. Well, here's Will Lutz, who
That's two
last
straight
season had
passes
his
that
most
got
efficient
deflected.
year as a kicker, his best year since his Pro Bowl season.
Sorry, not
in
two straight, but there's 2 in this game so
2019.
far.
35-yarder here to get the Broncos their first points at the 10:42 mark.
Yeah, 3 points, and you're in the 4th quarter with 10 minutes left. That's
Jalen
rough.
Warren just right up the gut on a 3rd and 15. Going to be well short of the first down. So Denver's defense again holds. They do their job.
They just run right into it.
So 3rd and 7, quick snap. Nix again under pressure on the throw.
Just
over the middle looking for Humphrey, but it was
pressure,
guess who?
man.
T.J. Watt.
Okay, it looks like Joseph, he's going to bring
look
a
at the look at how much
six-man
pressure he Bo Nix
It's
is
gonna
under
be
versus
man-to-man,
Justin Fields.
so-
Here, watch.
Fields against the blitz.
Okay,
But
never
it's an
mind.
early
This is just
snap.
he
Fields
fumbles it.
wasn't ready. Football is loose. My goodness, Warren comes away with it.
But most of this game, you can see it, man.
Nix
He
on
has
first
time.
down this time.
Look at that.
Dulcich
Beautiful throw. I like
able
that.
to squeeze it.
Good
Multiple
play design.
drops
Give him an easy
earlier
pass.
in the
Let him build
quarter.
some confidence. That's what we should be doing
Sutton just
all
3
game.
targets in this game. 1 catch for 26 yards. Nix on 1st and 10. Off balance off his back foot. He completes. It's Humphrey. Humphrey.
It's a good throw. Again, one thing I don't want to see from Bo Nix a ton that he keeps doing is he is falling off that back foot when he is throwing, which is leading to some of his inaccuracy, and it led to that one interception too.
1st and 10. Nix pump fakes over the middle, completes again. It's
Good job.
Humphrey.
Nice.
Humphrey, who did not have a catch last week. Remember, had that drop
early
in that game against Seattle. He picks up 13 more, 1st down.
One of the big reasons why we've seen
2 for
Nix
11.
struggle here in the 2nd game of the season.
Yeah, Nix again is their leading rusher. Nix to the end zone, slinging, and it's incomplete. Will Lutz
That
from
was
35
a scary
earlier.
pass right there.
29-yard chip shot.
If he wouldn't have put some muscle on that,
is
he
good. But he
would
just hooks
probably
it
been
inside
picked
that
off.
right upright. A little bit of conversation in terms of what the approach would be, but they're going to rely on their defense. Arch, any surprise?
Well, look, the odds since they changed some of the rules regarding onside kicks.
3rd and 4.
Yeah, be alert for zone read to Fields right.
Fields faking, slips the initial tackle, and he's gang tackled.
man, defense did
So they'll be
fantastic
well
there.
short. Denver
We have 9
looking for a
seconds.
miracle. Nix climbs the pocket under duress, completes. Reynolds, little flick back.
1
Mims,
second left.
and 1 second remaining.
Oh, yeah, 34-yard line. I mean, unless you got like a lateral miracle, there ain't no way you're going to.
Nix over the middle, and it's picked off.
That's tough, man.
DeMonte Casey turns out the lights as the Steelers come to Denver and win it.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I mean, that's a garbage time interception. It sucks because now it's on your stats, and now it looks like you did worse than you did. I mean, he didn't do great, so, but I think Bo Nix now is 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the year, so not a great start so far for Bo Nix. I do see, what a lot of you guys are telling me, man. We got to have patience, right? I'm 100% on board with that, right? I get it. He's a rookie. He's new to a whole new offense. I mean, the NFL is 10 times faster than I think right now. He looks like he did when he got to Auburn that first year or two he was with Auburn, where he kind of looked like he felt like he was just under pressure and he was like stressed. Like he just looks like he is like overwhelmed. So I think we need to, we, as if I'm coaching, but I think one thing that, I would do if I was a coach, or I would love if I was the quarterback, is I almost feel like Sean Payton in a way needs to save Bo from himself. Like give him plays, give him simple stuff that'll take the ball out of his hand quickly, allow other players to make the plays for him so that he builds confidence, not only in himself, but in his team right now. Because I think right now he's probably looking at this going, oh my gosh, man, like, because I from watching these highlights and from watching last week's game, the receivers aren't doing nothing to help him out now. Like they are playing not that great, right? They're playing poorly. Your running game is not working. Like we've got to figure that out so that we can allow Bo Nix to have confidence in his team and in himself. Because right now, like I said, I think he's so overwhelmed. He feels like he has to put it all on his shoulders, and him doing that is taking him out of his own game, right? His game is not, he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to come in here and immediately start, darting these 70-yard touchdown passes, and he's going to be running all over the field, throwing left-handed, throwing these underhand, behind-the-back passes, no-look passes. Like, that's not Bo Nix's game. Bo Nix is a lot more like Drew Brees, where he plays in the system, and he can become successful and great in that system, right? Drew Brees was an amazing quarterback, but I think that Drew Brees also had a lot of success because of him and Sean Payton were a very great cohesive team, and they were able to build off each other. And I think that's what they need to do here is you've got to help Bo Nix, and you've got to build off of him, right? Build him up, create some easy, simple plays for him to build confidence so that he doesn't look so overwhelmed and feel so overwhelmed to the point where he's putting it all on his shoulders. So, but that's what I got for this week, guys. So we will catch you guys next week's episode, man, when we break down when the Broncos play again. And hopefully that one's on my live TV so I can actually watch the game live and not through score updates. So we'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Have a fantastic day.